Hi everyone, it's the Witchy Stitchers.
I'm Charlene.
I'm Morgan.
We are very different today.
Yes.
We had an emergency situation with the garbage disposal today. And I'm not going to tackle cleaning under my sink and rearranging things in my kitchen for the plumber to come with my hair down and in my face.
I just permanently live with a claw clip in now.
Yeah. So
It's a fuzzy one. It's very soft.
as a petted.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, we are the Witchy Stitchers, as we said. Today is, what is today?
The 27th.
28th?
7th. What is today? Wednesday.
27th.
27th.
So 27th. We don't even know what day it is. And it is
That time.
11 o'clock. So we decided that we would do it's not going to be a quick video, but we're going to do a video for you since somebody's home from college. I don't know what our scheduling of our videos is going to be. I think my last one was, what did we say, October? October 25th. And I was supposed to have come back to you guys in November, and I forgot my count.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know where I'm at on the month, but I know where I'm at for the year, so don't even forget to say that.
Okay, yep.
I have to make notes. Anyway, so why don't you update the lovely viewers on your current...
My life.
On your life, yes. I'll sit here and nurse my...
Well, to
favorite
start,
beverage on the planet.
I have a new addition to my cat family, or my fur family.
Fur family.
We rescued her. She was a Christmas present to me from Logan. And not that.
This is the Luna.
This is the rat. The
This
rat
is
of the house.
The rat. Can you say hi to these lovely peoples? No. No. He has a perfect butterfly on his head.
He even has a bit of an antenna up
He
here.
does. So this is our sweet boy. In fact, it is 4 years Christmas that we've had him and his sister. So
Oh, hello.
anyway, continue with the baby.
So this is Salem.
It's very yin and yang, black and white.
Yes.
Kitty.
So Salem is a coat cat. She loves to cuddle in the coat. And like I said, she was a Christmas present from Logan to me. So she's back home with him. She loves to make biscuits and do all the things. She's only about 4 or 5 months old. So she's very much a baby.
And she's so tiny. She has the tiny mittens.
She does. And we were hoping for like a little pink toe bean. She's a black kitty all the way around.
I think all my kitties have all the pink toe beans.
I think so too. Let me see.
You're gonna fall, Goose.
I quit my job at the hawk shop, and I now work as a desk assistant for the dorm I work in. There is a whole long ass story that. Sorry. There's a whole long story that goes into why I quit, and the cat's gone, and you know what happened, and he went. Anyway, there's a whole story as to why I quit and what happened, but long story short, I got tired of the stress and I had an opportunity to make more money and more hours in my dorm, not having to travel in the cold. So I took it. And I'm really happy. I will be graduating in May. And last month into this month, I've been applying for jobs at Parks and Wildlife. As the conversation would probably present, I'm staying in Kansas after I graduate. So I have been applying to jobs with the job I worked with over the summer. Absolutely loved the job, loved everything about it. So, I mean, that's the whole point of doing an internship though, right? Like...
See if you're gonna like it or not.
Exactly, and it's something that I knew I would like, but also in the same regard, it was also the question of would I enjoy the constant physicality side? Would I enjoy the constant go side? Yes and yes, duh. But now both jobs I applied for have closed. knock on wood, I hear something soon. So, what am I missing?
I think that's pretty much it. I think you covered all the highlights.
Honey's
Yeah.
getting big. Honey's getting really big.
Dogs tend to do that when they grow.
Yeah. Well, when they first saw her, she was smaller than her dog bed.
Oh, that's true.
And now she's as big as the dog bed. It's been cold out there, so she's short hair because she's part pitty. And we had to go and get her a coat to cover her up because she's been getting so cold. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. Oh, and we did a Christmas tree this year.
Z baby.
Cold baby.
So sweet.
We did our Christmas tree this year and our stockings. This was before we had Salem. So Logan, Morgan, Artie, Little Miss, and Honey. So now we just need to get an S for Salem. But yeah, I've been busy. I haven't gotten a lot of stitching done, but I've been busy with school and work, so. Okay, your turn. You have a lot more news than I do.
No, because I've been back to them since I had my book signing. And
You have, yep.
they know that I got my book published, which I'm on Amazon, and we'll put the link tree in the description below if you guys are interested in purchasing copies of the books.
That's her talent.
Oh no, it's super easy. I figured out how to do it all on my own. I know, right? Aren't you proud of me?
Excuse me while I go drink my Dr. Pepper.
Right. It snowed a lot. It's been really, really cold. Jinx is growling at the dog. Or me at the cat. Preston has been on night shift, so he's been working some crazy hours. He's over 80 hours of overtime for the month so far. But again, lots of storms. He's worked almost, I think there's one weekend he didn't work this month.
He won't work this weekend, though.
He won't work this weekend. No, he took it off. He actually got Christmas Day off, which this is the first Christmas that he's had off in quite a while.
A couple of years.
Yeah. In the almost 25 years that he's been with the state, I could count on one hand how many Christmases he hasn't worked. So
Either morning or night.
or night, yeah. It was really nice to have him home. And we didn't even know about it. We were under the impression he was going to work, and we went in and we opened our packages, and he had put his phone in Morgan's room on the charger, so we couldn't hear it. And while we were opening packages, his boss had actually texted him and told him that they called snow shift. So it was a nice Christmas present.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to have him home. So we just stayed home for Christmas. We had planned on it just being the three of us because he was supposed to work. So I had just done a roast. And I'd made, what had I made for desserts?
I don't think you had cooked that day. We had leftover cake.
I
know we had pie.
We had peach pie.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we weren't planning on him being home. And then we said, well, if he doesn't work, we'll go in and catch a movie. And by the time we found out, I'd already put the roast in. So we just stayed home and stitched and watched football and just enjoyed
Did all
the
the
day.
things.
It was nice. Nice and quiet. Dobby's down here below me. Maybe I can catch her and show her
The
too.
elusive Dobby.
The elusive Dobbers.
They'll finally understand the connection of Little Miss and Dobby.
Oh yeah. We have a thing about torties.
We do.
There
I've been begging Logan to let me get another tortie. He says, no, we do not need a tortie army.
you go. Like I said, the garbage disposal went out before Christmas. It started going on the fritz before Christmas. I didn't want to bother the landlord, and because I knew it was going to be hard to get somebody out. Kind of limped it along, went along. It finally died yesterday, like dead. And so he came up today to see what all we needed to do to get it replaced. That's about it. No. Oh, so on Friday, because Preston didn't work on Friday. He actually went in on Saturday because that's when the storm came in. We took a drive up to Georgetown, and in Georgetown they have, it's basically like a Christmas train, but it goes through.
It's supposed to be
town.
the Polar Express.
Yeah, and you can see all the pretty lights and stuff. So he actually took us up to the top of Georgetown Hill so we could look down and see the route that the train goes on, so we could see all the lights.
And they had a bunch of like Christmas Light City.
It was so cool. That's my favorite part of Christmas is the lights.
Mm-hmm.
And the decorations. And then we went to Idaho Springs and we had dinner at Tommy Knockers.
Yeah.
Which is also a beer. It's a brewery here in Colorado.
Really yummy beer.
And yeah, it was the food. We had these green chili cheese French fries for like a appetizer. Oh God. So I brought home an extra bowl of it, and the next morning we had eggs and green chili for breakfast. It was so good. It was so good. But yeah, that's pretty much. I was working on some quilts before the holiday. Won't go into great detail, but was making a quilt for a really good friend of mine. She's going through cancer treatments, and I'll get it finished up after Morgan goes home, because I kind of took over her room as my sewing room.
Kinda?
Kinda.
You call that kinda?
Kinda. And obviously with her being home and her bed being down, I know I'm not going to go through the hassle of up, down every day. I'm not going to do it. So I'll just finish up when she goes back home. So.
You know, I forgot one update.
What'd you forget?
I have new glasses coming next week.
Oh yeah, she went to the eye doctor.
I can see.
Yeah. So other than that, I guess we've talked for 11 minutes about. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't talked to them since August.
Has it been that long? Mm.
I was gonna do one, and then I got to my ears busy with papers.
We had a big old herd of elk come through the yard.
We
So
did.
Dalton actually was over here on the side of the house getting some dirt from underneath one of the pine trees to scatter down on the driveway. So when our landlord came up, he wouldn't slip and fall, because it's
an ice rink.
It's a north-facing driveway, so the ice, once it starts freezing and snowing, it's there all winter. So he put some dirt and stuff down. Big old herd of elk went cruising by him when he was outside, and that was kind of cool. So they won't bother you as long as you don't get in the way.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Oh, it's she.
Damn it.
All right. Well, let's get started with where we were. So I don't know. Do we want to do our Christmas first?
What are we? Part of. Well, if we do that, we'll have to leave these two for finishes.
Okay, let's do that. So Christmas was good. Most of what we got for the kids, and for me too, was stuff that we needed, like socks and clothes.
No, say I have a pair of my socks on. I didn't grab them.
Got her a jacket.
A really nice one.
And then
They spoiled me.
And then we got stuff that, obviously we like. And then yesterday, excuse me, she needed some picture frames for a couple of the finishes that we're going to show you. Mm-hmm. And so Hobby Lobby was raped and pillaged when we got there, and they had just opened. So, and I remember a year
No
or two
crafters
ago,
could have shared with us.
and I don't think so. I think that, because I remember a year or two we went in there and we actually talked to one of the little gals, and she said that they actually start taking that stuff down before they open the day after Christmas, because that's stuff that's, they put it away to either use for next year or send to different locations or whatever. They don't do the sale stuff. And which is a lot different than I remember Hobby Lobby from.
I'll say a couple
like
years
when we
ago,
were
I
little.
remember that we could go in there and get like 70% off of
Yeah.
everything.
And so we wanted to go to Walmart when we were down there, but we didn't have time because Dalton had to be back for work yesterday afternoon. But we couldn't find one of the frames that she wanted, so we ended up going over to Michael's, and we hit pay dirt at Michael's. We did.
Did you
really
grab
well.
your paper?
My paper? No. I found some scrapbook paper that will be perfect. It's the thin scrapbook paper. I put it out.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be perfect because I like to make my scrapbook paper the real thin into mailing envelopes. So it'll be perfect for my envelopes for next year. And then of course Christmas cards were on sale, so I bought 3 boxes of Christmas cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then we each got these. I didn't get the gold ones because I had some left over, but when we write our letters to our pen pals, we put wax seals on our letters. So I package of green, white, and they're called bullets, like the little wax bullets. A package of red, and then she got some gold ones. I have a bunch of the gold sticks that you can cut up into pieces for mine that are left over from when I was doing my cards for the football team, because our colors were navy and gold.
Yeah.
So I didn't need any gold ones. So we got those.
Theme, I guess, of Christmas isn't really the reds and the whites. It's more of the, I don't know, like nature tones, I guess.
Yeah, like the woodsy tones.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to say it.
So that's why we do more of the greens and the whites and the golds and silvers and
yeah. And then I got a cinnamon candle. It smells so good. So, and I'm not going to burn it for a while yet, because right now I have, what is the one I have now? It's like
Starlit Skies or something. Yeah, it smells really good.
It smells very clean.
Yeah.
Not like soapy clean, but just, I don't know, it smells really good. So I've been burning it because, I used up all my watermelon one. I did. I used it all.
Oh, hello.
The rat is back. He'll probably knock everything over.
You probably will.
I think that's everything.
No, it's not.
Oh, no. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So while we were there, Michael's carries diamond paintings now.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a new try for me. But I got a Christmas snowman.
He's cool. He's so pretty.
So.
And you know what? You could actually make him and leave him up all winter. I mean, I know he's got a package, but that would be.
He'll probably go up.
Cool for
so
winter.
we do the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving at our house.
Awesome.
So he'll probably end up going up.
And you can leave him up till February or March. Just because he's winter time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. He'll probably end up staying up on Christmas or all
winter.
I haven't opened it up yet to see what's all in here, but
awesome. And then, like I said, as far as Christmas, I don't know if Morgan's got hers. So Dalton got both of us one of these. And I like to use mine to keep track of, and we'll explain this in our plans, but for like my goals. So that's what I forgot to grab was my frogs.
No, not the Hop Hops.
I forgot the Hop Hops. So I took my frogs and divided them into 12 equal parts to finish them. And I find this is really nice because it keeps me honest to keep track of, it's August, but you get the point, to keep track of how many stitches I do to complete that.
The only thing
chunk.
I think the only thing I do differently is when I get to the end of the month. So like if I don't stitch on a day, in October, wow, okay. I'll do like a slash through it, and then at the end of the month down here somewhere I'll do like my totals.
Oh, I like that. That's a good idea. And then last night we went out for dinner with some really good friends of ours. They're actually friends from football. And she got me a candle. You can tell I like candles. And then she got
smells so yummy.
This is clear full of chocolate. And then, of course, she knows that I'm obsessed with
strawberries.
Not only strawberries, but stationery. So,
look at the cat something to play with.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's awesome.
I love that. And it's got the magnet on the back so I can put it on the refrigerator. It'll be good for groceries. So right now we just use scrap paper. So that would be cool. All right, you show something.
Okay, I'm gonna show this. I'm obsessed with this.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. This is gonna make such... Okay, so it's a calendar, obviously. These are all the little guys.
Yes, you do.
She turns them into envelopes after we finish them, which I didn't bring...
We recycle everything.
We do. I forgot to bring home my other calendar, so I'll probably just have to mail that one home. Or
just wait and I'll get it when we come out.
I was saying May, get it. And then she turns them into envelopes. So then all my friends get to reap the benefits of a hedgehog.
Mm-hmm. And then lastly, and this wasn't really Christmas per se, this is just what her and I do every year. So last week,
Yeah.
Last Friday.
I mean, I still have lots of Christmas left here.
Oh, okay. We always get a planner, and we had to change up our planners this year because they didn't have exactly what we wanted, which I was kind of bummed because I really, really liked this year's planner. So we get the last few years we've gotten the A52s, which are from Hobby Lobby. And again, they didn't have exactly what we wanted. So we changed it up. And there's a lot of things about this one that I don't like.
I'm tempting fate with a white planner.
Yeah. I don't have a place to, because you can't, with the others, you know, it had the pop open. So I've either had to paper clip. So for example.
Not like this woman has a shortage of paper clips.
Yeah, so like this is May. So I had to paper clip in my budget page that I put in. So that kind of disappointed me a little bit, but I don't know, we'll try it and see how I like it. Worst case, I go back to what I had last year. I can't even find the A52s online. I even looked on Amazon and I couldn't find what I wanted. So, but maybe there's a reason we're supposed to try something new.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I grabbed to show you guys. Like I said, most of what I got for Christmas was stuff I needed. They got me some really nice pancake turners. I actually tried them, or well, spatulas. I actually tried one of them this morning, and I really like it. I cook in a cast iron skillet, so plastic, like actual the plastic like Walmart pancake turners,
They melt.
they're crap, especially on a cast iron skillet. So, but her and Preston found me some, and I really like them. And then I got perfume and socks. What else? I got something else. Oh, and I got my purse. I forgot to grab my purse.
It's in your room.
Dalton got me a Totoro purse. Totoro is the anime.
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, that. But I love him. I don't know why, because I'm
He's
not.
just a giant mouse.
I'm not into like that kind of stuff, but I really, really like him. And so Dalton got me this really nice purse, and the whole purpose of me wanting it was not because I need a new purse, because I make my purses, but because I wanted something. I wanted a nice stitching bag that's an actual bag, like not the stitching bags, not these, not a project bag, but an actual stitching bag that I could keep and leave in the truck all the time. And so that's why he got it for me, and it's really cool. I think that was it.
I still have some.
Well, no, I think that's all that I got.
So going on with what we got, so I got the budget thingies that she got.
Yeah. They're actually really nice. They're bigger than the ones that we had last year. The ones last year were like...
Oh, I had these ones last year and I loved them.
Oh, so the ones that I got were probably 2/3 this wide, but they were only about that tall.
Yeah.
They were same theory, just very reduced in size.
Mm-hmm. So then I also got, so since I'm graduating in the spring and getting a big girl job and doing all the things, I got something to help me manage housework and pets and work and
Smart.
you know, all the things.
We're anally organized.
We are. So the
Like,
back
seriously,
just
I honestly think it's OCD. Like that
it
level
really
of organization.
is. It really is. This is going to tell you how OCD I am.
Yeah. She gets that from me because I plan my meals out a week in advance.
So he works, so
It's just the
after one pay period a couple weeks ago, he had over 120 hours in 2 weeks. He's supposed to work 40-hour weeks, which will only be 80 hours.
Sounds like he works like your dad does.
Yeah. So our
Your head is
schedule.
crooked.
Don't.
No, it's like all inside out and goofy.
I know I like it. It doesn't feel weird when it's like that. Okay, it's weird now.
Told you, OCD.
Anyway, so we both sat down and we're like, okay, how can we need a meal plan. So now
Meal plan.
all of some, and we have a grocery list of everything we might need, and you know, all the
Like
fun
that.
things.
That's smart.
Keeps us honest with ourselves too, and it helps us plan like healthy meals and not
Yeah.
eating pizza.
Well, and it stops you from like binge shopping. That's what I think is the best thing about
We're
meal
both
planning
culprits
is
of that.
Yeah. So you just go in the store and you just start throwing crap in your cart, and by having that list of saying, okay, I need Parmesan cheese and spaghetti, and by having that list, it keeps you honest to your budget for your groceries.
Yeah. Well, it's like if we do stuffed bell peppers, I don't need beef because we got quarter beef, half beef.
Yeah. Well, it keeps you honest in your budget for your groceries. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And then you can still throw in your package of Oreos or your soda or whatever, your treat, but you're not binge shopping on crap you really don't need, and it's not really that good for you.
No. Well, that's the other thing is that I eat relatively healthy. I'm in college. Yeah. But him and I are both like, okay, we need to... him and I both have a very bad habit of running to the quick and easy stuff. So, like, we keep a large stash of pizzas, like frozen pizzas. And nights where he gets home at like 9, 10 o'clock, it's, okay, chuck a pizza in the oven, eat, and then go to bed.
Yeah, which is not good for you.
No, we're trying to break that habit. But somebody got me scissors.
So the reason she gets scissors is because one of the rooms in Logan's house, he is taking and turning it half into a game room. Correct me here if I'm wrong.
So there's
half into a game room, half into a craft room. Kind of.
Anyway, upstairs has 2 rooms, so the one room is going to be our computer gaming room, and then the other room, which is bigger, is my craft room.
There you go. So she needed some. She needed big girl scissors.
I do.
So I have such a shortage of scissors.
There's flowers.
Well, see, those are your stitching scissors. These are your big girl scissors.
But I have flowers.
You have flowers.
So.
And you can never have too many pairs of scissors, which you can all attest. I have such a ridiculous stash of scissors. Yeah.
So she got me more stationery also.
Because she writes letters.
I do. My friend Kim
I love these.
Got a new address. So.
And there's actually 3 or 4 different kinds.
Like different guys.
Different pictures.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're super cute.
And she got me more Harry Potter because she knows I love Harry Potter. Yeah. And then flowers.
So I wanted to get her Jack and Sally, but Second and Charles had them for Jack and Sally stuff this year,
which isn't normal.
Weird. But they had a lot of Harry Potter stuff, so she's even got Harry Potter socks.
I do have Harry Potter socks on.
They're cute.
And then she got me my initial. It's just another journal. And then another journal.
So, and this one, if you actually Google this, Abounding Through. So this is one of our best friends. Mm-hmm. She actually has this business that she's selling these journals. And they're plain. There's nothing in them. They're just
I'm not going to take out the
journals.
Plastic.
But you can check them out and see if you're interested.
It's really nice.
And they're very inexpensive.
And then... Ooh, Lord. I got 2 books.
Because we're a family of readers.
So anybody who knows Cassandra Clare knows her for her Mortal Instruments series. So I'm excited to see her branch out into something new.
That's what I got for Christmas.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you guys that. I got a new washing machine and dryer. That was all I wanted, was a new washing machine and dryer. Because my washing machine had pretty much shot the bed. And we went and we found it, and it was exactly what I wanted. And so when Preston was on nights and we moved, Dalton and I took care of the washing machine and the dryer. So, because they were supposed to deliver it the next day. And after we took it out, we realized that it was actually leaking water. Yeah. So it had been dying for a long time, but it wasn't leaking enough. Excuse me, there wasn't any coming out in front of it. So we couldn't see it. We couldn't tell that there was water under it. But the floor was damp when we pulled it out. But anyway, but I really like my new set. It's a Maytag set. And the first set that Preston bought me right after we got married, we had them for well over 20 plus years.
Oh yeah.
And never had a bit of trouble with them. And we literally wore them out. So.
Yeah. She also got me this.
Oh yes. Because everybody needs jewelry for Christmas. Yes. All right, so
finishes?
Let's do finishes. So if you guys have been following us for a while, you know that I had been working on this one for a long time. And I asked her this summer,
Yeah.
It was the summer. I'm like, do you still want me to finish this? Like, this is kind of kid-like, you know, for like a little kid's room, whatever. And she's like, no, I want this because I want it in my craft room because everything that's in this, I love. And I'm like, okay. So we were contemplating what we were going to get the kids for Christmas and what we were going to do. And Dalton kind of had his already, you know, set what he really wanted and needed. And so I told Preston, I said, all right, I'm going to get this done. And so I took the pattern in. And at that time, I was probably, about a third of the way done?
Something
not
like
counting
that,
backstitch. And got it blown up. And so I was able to see it for the cross stitch, but I still had all the backstitch to get done. And that proved to be the bane of my existence. Because number one, I hate backstitch. And number two, there's a lot of it. But I got it finished, and I actually finished it on the 16th. And so I had put a post on that I had another finish and whatnot, and she's like, but you didn't put it on Facebook. I can't see it. And I'm like, yeah, it's Christmas present, dummy. So, and Preston found the frame at, where did I tell you we found it? Michael's.
Yeah.
At Michael's.
Because you got it when you got this one.
Yes. No, I'd had that one for a while.
Oh, had you? Okay.
Yeah. Because you sent it to me. In fact,
Oh, that's right. I sent it to you right
one,
after you sent it to me.
I bought that frame right after you done it. It just took me a while to end up getting a frame because
That's
I didn't
right.
have my cutting board up. So anyway, so that was my 19th finish for the year. So now I have 99 whips.
Mm-hmm. So this one I don't have with me. This was a late 6 month. Yeah, a late 6 month.
She put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Too, or
Instagram
well,
and
in our
Facebook.
Our Facebook page. Too,
Yeah. But it's just a diamond painting that I did for Logan and I.
He's very beautiful.
And he picked it out. I'm going to have to get it specially framed because this is really heavy right here. And then this is empty and this isn't full either. So I need to...
That one might be tough to frame.
I think it's a 11 by 14. It's not going to be hard to find a frame. It's going to be hard to get it properly framed.
Right. Yeah. Because it's not like fabric. You can't stretch it.
No.
All right. What else do we have?
I have 3 more, and you have this.
Oh, yeah. So I bought these fabrics.
I don't know. I was not home for this one.
I don't know when I bought them. A while ago. But she made a comment that she would like to have a new purse. And the purse that she had was KU fabric for college. So I'm like, okay, you know, now she's going into the real world and she's not a student anymore. She needs a big girl purse. So my pattern that I always make. So I took all the different fabrics.
It's already full of my stuff, so you won't see the inside.
No. So the fabric for the inside of it is this.
Which is left over from my shirt she had made me a couple
And
years
then
ago.
the inside pocket is the tarot cards. And then of course these.
I don't think there's anything.
And
Oh, there's
then
candy in that pocket, but you can show it.
the zipper flap is this fabric. And I cut it special so I could get Jack and Sally on there. And then this pocket
Has treats in there. No, I'm not sharing.
is, what are they? Oh, there's candy. Is the Oogie Boogie Kids? Is that what they're called?
Oogie's Boys.
Oogie's Boys. So, yeah. And then, of course, this and this fabric, this trim, are the same fabric. And I think I might have used that inside. Oh, I did. I used that for the trim on the band for the pockets. So, and the pockets inside the fabric that I use for the pockets is this fabric. Yeah, it's this fabric.
Let's just...
No, that's fine.
I don't think I hit you.
So I think I had...
Yeah. You did. And then, yeah.
I think I had 6 different fabrics that I was able to use for it. So I got enough left over that I can throw them into a quilt. Or
Ooh, that'd be fun.
she asked me to make her some curtains for her sewing room, and I haven't decided because I've got some leftover sheer fabric from a homecoming dress that I made her that would be really cool to make, and then maybe use that for the heavy fabric to put under it, and then put that purple over the top for the sheer. Then you could just pull the shears, or you could pull the heavy. And I haven't decided yet.
That'd be nice.
So anyway.
Okay, so we were talking about something I finished for her. She got these little guys. I have 2 other patterns still to do.
So if you're interested, they have these guys. What is he called? Pushneen. They have these in the little box set at Barnes and Noble.
So
that's where I
at
found
the
this
toy
set.
store that we go to all the time, they have zodiac signs. Like
wow.
This.
Very cool.
Go get them.
Yeah, he sits on my dresser.
So this is a Christmas present. I'm actually having dinner with one of my friends tonight.
Yeah.
And this is her Christmas present. Her and I are both from this area, but she's out in Boston. Yeah. So I only get to see her around the holidays. Technically, I could have seen her over the summer, but I was in Kansas. But
that's so
found
cool.
this really pretty frame. Now, she needs to forget about it, but I'm going to make one for her like this because this was originally for her.
This frame. And these frames were on sale if you guys go to Michael's.
Buy one, get one half off.
Buy one, get one half off. So they've got some really awesome deals right now.
And then my Christmas present to myself. I'm so glad I got this done. I actually went back and looked at our papers. I started this in January of this year.
Oh, so a year. Okay.
Yep. Dobby!
What is she doing?
Anyway.
It's Dobby. Oh, can you say glare?
Hello. Okay. Yep. Hello. There we go. So she picked out this pattern for me.
It was on Etsy, wasn't it?
Yeah. And, I was like, okay, I'll start it. And so this fabric was from my pandemic, which I ditched. I wasn't going to get rid of this fabric, though.
It's beautiful piece.
And it was 20 count Ada. And then I pulled a DMC variations. And as I talked to you guys before, this was supposed to be gold. And the further and further I got along, the more I was like, gold's not going to work. And I'm not a gold girl anyway. So I chose a gunmetal gray cray neck.
I think it looks amazing.
And it is sparkly. And then we picked out this frame. So I'm happy with it.
You have one more haul to show.
I do.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and show the last of it, and then we can show our whips.
Okay, dokie. So over the summer, it was announced that Emma Congdon had a new cross-stitch book out. And she wanted to wait to see it when I got it before we got her one. But since I'm out there now, I need my own cross-stitch books. So I went ahead and got this. And
there's some cute patterns in there.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I paid a lot more than that for it originally. But there's 20 different patterns. There's 2-3 of them. So I love it.
Very cool.
She might get one as a birthday present later.
Shh, don't tell me. All right, so now we're going to dig into our whips.
Yes, she's got more whips than I do, just heads up.
Yeah. So I did not stitch on this last night. As I told you, we went out to dinner with some friends from football. So
she's doing better than I am.
So this is the Temperature Quaker by Stitch and Mommy, and you can find that on her Etsy shop. And this is where I am at.
It's so pretty.
So like I said, I still need to stitch yesterday's, and then I'll be back on track. I'll probably catch them up tonight. I have decided, so personal note, I don't think we're going to be moving. That was our plan all along, is that with Dalton graduating in May and whatnot, But some things have happened in the last couple months that have kind of changed that time frame. Nothing bad, just a change in Preston's job. And so we're probably not going to be moving. Probably, I say that loosely. Now you watch, I'll come back to our next video. Okay, sorry, we had a catastrophe.
Literally.
Hopefully we can get that cut out because that was not pretty.
Nobody's hurt.
Nobody's hurt. How many do you have to show?
I have 2.
You have 2. Okay, I'll do one more because I have 4. So one of the things that I decided to work on this week.
Yeah.
Is it this week? So I had told you guys back in the spring that I wanted to finish my houses, my month houses for the year. And I still have August, September, November, and December to do. And so I thought, well, it's appropriate. It's December. So we were watching. What were we doing? We were catching up on Flosstube.
Because I was working on this. I was trying to grab her. No!
Nobody wants to see us. Anyway, and so we were catching up on Flosstube, and I was sitting here at the table, so I had good light. It's on 18 count. So I decided to work on December. I didn't make much progress. I put those 2 motifs in. I finished the B, started the E, done the trim on the house, trim down here, some white, and then I did the wreath. So nothing to get excited about. And it probably won't be done before the end of the year.
She can read.
I can read. A wish in one hand and yeah.
So a early Christmas present to myself was the PDF version of Story Keep Simply Meant to Be. Hi Pogo.
There's a potato. There's a potato. She like this? No.
So I put my PDF into Pattern Keeper and spent the latter part of the evening that she worked on her December inputting what I've done. So obviously all that highlighted. And so obviously it took a hot minute and she listened to me create new cuss words.
Yeah.
You have a flute. Oh, hello. So this is what it will look like when it's done. Everybody knows I have a bit of an obsession. So I finally discovered my mistake.
For Pete's sake, stop.
Grouchy children. It is a full moon tonight. That's probably why they're so grouchy.
Okay. That works.
Okay, anyway. I discovered my mistake. I left thread on. Good job, Morgan.
I did too.
Okay. Well, at least I know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Pattern Keeper is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So this is where we are at. So I don't see a lot of progress. She says she does.
I do.
I mean, her face is done, which happened the last time I worked on it. Well, halfway done. I still have to do basically her lips down. I'm really close to a couple color finishes, but knock that off.
I know.
The color finishes that I are close to having are the way down in her dress and in Zero's body.
Of course.
So I have to wait. I don't want to wait.
Did you show it?
What?
Did you show the stitch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So anyway.
All right. So we decided that we kind of
We made a goal together.
made a goal together that she's going to get her page finished. And
No, the original goal was that you were going to finish that and I was going to finish my crown piece.
Oh, that's right. Crown piece.
And I did finish it.
So anyway, so
Get chop
I'm
chop.
tugging. I know. Prickly but cute. And I started this, I don't know, a long time ago. So this is where I am at. Vanna, if you would please.
Yes.
So I have the rest of the border to do. I have this guy and this guy and this guy, and a little tiny bit left on this guy to do.
Have you gotten all the beads in? You have? Okay.
Yeah, the beads I've done the beads as I finish the cacti.
I need to snag some beads from you before I leave so I can do that for mine.
Yes. So that's where I'm at. And it's just a matter, so yesterday I just worked on the border because I had time in the morning. Anyway, it's very doable to be done by year end, which would be really cool because that would take me to 98. Well, actually, I will finish, if I finish this one and with the temperatures, I will finish with 97, which is an odd number, which, yes, because I'm at 99.
No, you're right. You're right. Yep.
Which my OCD doesn't like because I don't like odd numbers.
Do you have something like really small you could crank out?
Not really.
Okay, so I have a very depressing show for this. Sorry, somebody's thinking about me. We are not going to be doing our temperatures next year.
No, I think I started to say that before our incident happened, but no, we're not.
So, with everything being uncertain with them, she's not doing it.
No.
I wasn't originally doing it because I wasn't sure if I was going to be in Kansas and Colorado or Washington State, Alaska, whatever. Like, we weren't sure where we were all going to be at the end. I have an idea of where I'm landing. I need a break. Because I can't just, I have to do the extremes. Because, like, this last summer, as you'll see, I got all the way up to the highest temperature. You want to turn that down?
Yep.
But then I haven't hit my lowest low. But because I can go all the way up and all the way down, I have to stay in this range. I've been setting in the same 5 color range since
5 or 6.
May.
Oh.
So this is where I'm at. I'm working on...
Your colors are pretty, though.
They are. I think I'm working... What is this? October? Yeah. I'm working on October now.
Did you finish September?
Yep. That was my September.
Yeah, you've got October, November, and then your little motifs for December.
So this was August. And this right here was the hottest week I have ever encountered in Kansas.
I didn't even get to that temperature.
I got the highest high.
Yeah, we didn't even. I think we were 3 from the highest.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not complaining about the fact that I got the colors. I'm complaining about the fact that I was living in it. And I was actually working as an RA at that point. So I wasn't just in my dorm. I was bouncing around the campus doing stuff for housing.
Yes, but that's the choice you made, dear.
I would rather be working at Parks and Wildlife. At least I can tootle around in a truck. And then just get out and pick up trash as I needed to.
So you're not going to do temperatures next year either?
Logan and I have talked about it. He loves these. Mm-hmm. He can't wait to see your 2. And he can't wait to see my butterflies. But I think... So I did the flowers the year that she did the tree. Mm-hmm. And it's not done yet. So I think next year that's going to be my focal point.
There you go.
Maybe I'll get it done.
How far did you get?
May or June. But I'm entertaining ditching it and starting over on some different fabric I have.
There you go.
Well, this 25 count is killing me.
Yeah. This is the other piece that has gotten a lot of love. And I have been... So I put it in for a challenge to do a whole bunch of red, like 2,000 stitches of red, and then 900 stitches of green, and then I think 400 stitches of brown. So I made a huge dent. But I wanted to continue with my rows across. So I have completed down 7 rows of 10. So not quite. Am I not quite? Maybe I'm just over. Because I guess.
Do
it'd
you
be
have this
right
one
about it.
in?
This one's in Pattern Keeper. So this is almost the bottom. I think there's
This one's a lot.
maybe
Is this smaller
5.
because you're doing an 18 count, or is it just smaller in general then?
Both. But I've only got 4 or 5.
Stop that.
I know. I've only got 4 or 5 more rows left down. And then obviously you can see how wide it is. So, yeah. And by having all of these extra reds done in here, that's chewed away at, completing the rows.
Now I want to get my field of crows out.
Yeah. So I made myself a resolution this year because if you know me, you know that I am incredibly obsessed with Van Gogh. And so I've told my family that for the rest of my stitching days, I will always have 2 different pieces going. I will always have a Van Gogh piece going, and I will always have a Mirabilia going. That's my goal. And right now I have, do I just have 1 Mirabilia?
No, you have 2.
What's the other one?
You have your Aries, and then you have.
I think my Aries is my only mirror I've got.
Have you not started the dressing room yet?
No, that's a goal for next year.
Okay, then yeah, she only has 1.
Yeah.
I have 2 going right now.
So
I have my
and
mermaid and I have my Cancer.
my Aries, I'm at a point where I need to do beads because I don't want to jump.
I only have skin done on my Cancer, but that's kind of a goal for next year to get done.
Yeah. So, all right. Do we want to talk about our plans?
Yes.
Okay. So this year, a friend of mine, she actually gave this to me at the book signing. Gave me this really cool book, and I think it's kind of poetic that she did because, like I explained with the planners that we got for 24, they don't have a place for me to track my stitching like I'm used to in my others. So I have turned this one into, and it's just a simple journal, like blank pages, like there's nothing, well, you're screwed up on it or nothing.
I'll be right back.
Okay, but I decided to use this for my count. And then instead of using the front and the back, on the back to go hand in hand with, because I am doing the 52 for 52. So if you don't know, I turned 52 in April. There's 52 weeks in a year. And beautifully enough, the first of 24 starts on a Monday. So every Monday for 52 weeks, I am going to start a new project. And yes, that means that I will have over, depending upon what I'm able to finish in the meantime, I will have over 150 whips, which sucks to be me. So back of the pages will be for my starts. Front of the pages will be for keeping track of my count. And that being said, I am over 130,000 stitches for the year. So I am going to set the goal that next year I do 150,000 stitches, which comes out to 12,500 a month. The last few months, getting my book published, just life in general, my stitch count has been way down and I've still hit 130. So I think it's very doable to have 150. I saw on the Full Coverage Fanatics page that they have got some really cool challenges lined up for next year. Last year I used my Snoopy journal that one of my besties got me to keep track of all of my different challenges. So this year I'm going to use it because I still have quite a bit left, but I will work in reverse and use Snoopy again to help me track
She's
my
writing on the
challenges.
back of pages.
I didn't say I was writing on the back of pages. I said I was doing it in reverse. So I will start.
That's writing on the back of pages.
No, that means I can start. Because technically it's not the back of pages if I'm going.
That's writing on the back of pages.
Anyway. Do you want me to keep going with my plans, or do you want to interject?
I mean, I can jump in.
It doesn't matter.
So
We're gonna be here a while with mine.
we are. So a lot of the stuff that I want to focus on is currently downstairs packed. Side note, I'm leaving on Sunday. Him and I are doing a little bit of a road trip, and he finally gets to meet her. But I want to get these done, so I'm probably gonna focus on this for a little bit today. I have dinner with one of my best friends tonight. I would love to get Jack and Sally done, or Simply Meant to Be. And then I have an embarrassing amount of diamond paintings. Like, it's insane. And I didn't realize that the stash had gotten that big. So, what did we hear the other night when we were watching Flosstube?
Sable.
Yeah.
Stitch. What is it?
Stitch acquisition beyond life expectancy.
I think I passed that a long time ago.
I had that with diamond paintings and cross stitch. Yeah. Because the issue that I'm running into, I love the full coverage ones. Literally. Like, I don't mind the little, half full ones. Those go up real quick. These take months. Hence the wave.
Well, it's just like a cross stitch project. I mean, it's the same theory. So we need to get this wrapped up because we got to leave in a little bit to take him to work. So as far as the 52 and 52, so I have through May ready to go. That being said, what I'm going to start out with in January, and I'll show you those. Hi guys, we're back. We had to get Dalton to work because he's working an afternoon shift. I think I told you guys this, or maybe she told you. Anyway, he's working as a lifeguard at our local rec centers. So, and he's been able to pick up
a lot of hours.
Yeah, almost twice as many hours, but he's on break. So, because he goes back to school on
the 3rd.
Thursday, I think. No, he goes back on the 4th.
Their schedule says the 3rd.
I know, but it's on the 4th. Trust me, because I got an email about it.
Okay, well, they need to update their calendar online.
Anyway. All right. So we were going to talk to you about our plans. So, as I told you, I'm going to do 52 and 52. No, I'm going to do 52 for 52 in 24.
When did we fly forward to 2052?
I know, right? It's time machine. And this is what I have kitted up to start through May. Now that means that there's a start every Monday. And so somebody, some beautiful soul, has bought me all of the KU notebooks. I have...
There's more.
I know, and I have like 3 down here that I haven't used yet. So anyway, what I've done, and I'll show you on page 1. So I don't want to take these out because I have them in order. So I have labeled my page as such. So I have the date that it'll get started. I have the project, what fabric I'm going to use, what threads I will need, and oh, and if I've took it in and got it copied or got it blown up, because I'll need a working copy. The animals seem to be much happier. We're not sure what was going on, but anyway, animals. So, like I said, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to start for January. And then hopefully I can do monthly videos. I think that's going to kind of be my goal. What, are you going to try and do monthly videos too? Or
I think...
He's a potato.
Sorry.
She's so much happier now.
I am going to try. I'm going into my final semester of college, so on top of 18 credit hours, don't come at me. I'm going to try to do better about my stitching.
So maybe do videos when you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If not, once I graduate and once I'm, big girl job, being big girl, I will do bi-weekly to monthly videos.
There you go. Okay. Well, anyway, that being said, so I'm on my first start. So on the 1st of January, I am starting. So I have this whole series. So I'm starting her. And this is a piece of fabric. So this chunk, this huge chunk, we had dyed for, I'm trying to remember what we dyed it. Oh, we dyed it for Shabby Autumn. Is it Shabby Autumn?
No, Shabby Autumn. No, I haven't dyed you anything for Shabby Autumn yet.
I can't remember what we dyed it for. Anyway, there was like 5 colors that it just didn't work. So I cut a chunk out and I'm using it for my Aries, my Nora Corbett Aries. And then I cut out a chunk and I thought this works perfectly and will still accentuate the whites, or actually it's 712 that is in almost every single one of these. So that's the first start. Then the second start. So somebody is graduating from
should I
college
not be
this
in
year.
this video?
No, that's fine. And so we had to do this all over FaceTime because I didn't want her to know, but on the same token, I wanted her to have a decision in the fabric that I used for it. So what I'm talking about is the graduation bear. And I actually bought this off of,
Stash and Lid?
no, I think it was eBay. It might have been Etsy, but I think it was eBay. And we went back and forth on the fabric. And what we were running into is that some of these colors on the one fabric that we picked, because she initially picked kind of a blue. It was like a bluey gray, but she likes the color of that suitcase. It didn't show up even with the back stitching. It wasn't going to work. So I found. Oh, it's washing out. No.
No. It's a lot more vivid than that.
Very much so. Let's see if we try. No.
Oh, wait, there we go.
Kinda.
You can see some of the marble.
Anyway, and I'm going to try and put the bear. So see this splash. Oh, there you go. So see this splash of purple right here? So I'm going to try to put as much of that as I can right in here so you can get that variegation on here. And this piece was dyed for a fairy. And we were both like, oh, that's perfect, that's perfect. It was 1.5 inches too small. So it didn't work. It was meant to be on this. Mm-hmm. And then the next project, which I've had this kitted up since, I think I actually got this and kitted it up minus the fabric before COVID.
Or was it during?
I don't think so.
I thought that was a
got
COVID
this.
release.
Was it? I was thinking, she doesn't have the year on here when she done it. So anyway, this is...
Okay. Oh, so you take your fabric out?
Does it say on there?
2013.
That's what I was thinking.
So you had to, excuse you,
I've had this for a while. Yeah. So, and I saw that somebody is actually working on this. Somebody posted it on one of the Stitchy pages. I don't remember which one. But she was doing hers on a...
You're really out of frame.
Like a, oh, what do I want to say? Like a steel gray. But it wasn't a dark steel gray. It was almost like an aluminum gray.
Oh, God.
So it really complemented the snow
And the key and all that.
And the key and everything. And it was really pretty. Well, I found this. Ooh, that
was a
really
you
well.
die, I think.
This was a me die.
That's what I thought.
And I thought, how perfect the blue for winter is that going to be? So this one is the one that I'm going to start on the 15th. The bear one I will start on the 8th of January. And the last start for January, actually, you know what? I get 5 starts in January because there's 5 Mondays. I stand corrected. So for the 22nd of January, of course, I've got to make sure I get all my threads out. So I don't know which one of us dyed this one.
That looks like a me dye.
Or was this one of my... It doesn't smell like coffee. Anyway, it's just a real faint...
It's like a really faded parchment.
Yeah.
It looks like a... I don't know. It was one of us.
Vanilla ice cream. That's what I'm going to call it.
That works.
So I had made this one for Morgan when she graduated high school. Well, I'm making this one for Dalton. And I'll change... So instead of saying Bible, I might change that to... I might just leave it blank. Not put anything there. The book.
Maybe just leave it blank, yeah.
Yeah, or just leave it blank. Or maybe just put lines in there so it looks like
Or maybe do like
writing.
EHS.
Oh yeah, I could do that too for the high school. That's a good idea. So I'm starting that. And the reason why is so I will have plenty of time to get both of those graduation pieces done by May. And then the last start for January, and I've been watching Sue. I think she's the one in South Africa.
Okay.
So she just posted on Instagram, I believe, her December of these.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
I've been freed.
I have been, I have through March, I think, of these. I need to pick up the rest of them. But I'm talking about this one. And I just picked a real simple 18 count white. Nothing fancy. And I have all the threads, specialty threads. So that will be my last start for January. So that is all I'm going to bore you with for January because I got to get through those 5 first. And then I will be working on my frogs. I'll be continuing. We should have grabbed that before we started back up. I will be continuing to do my...
Chunks.
So the cool thing is that pattern broke down into exactly 12, 18. So 18 tall all the way across the pattern. And it worked out perfect. So I'm able to do the stitching and the back stitching on that 18 all the way across for my monthly challenge. So I'll stick with that with January. And then whatever else speaks to me in the meantime. Obviously the 2 graduation ones will get love every day, like from here until May, until I get them done. But the other pieces, I don't know, what do you think, 100? 100's a good start.
I would say normally your goal is 100.
Yeah, and not having my temperature piece to work on every day, that's going to kind of
That's going to help a lot.
free me up a little bit of different stitching time. Quit, Snippy, be good. So, yeah, that's my plans. And then I want to work on some quilts. And then I'm working on my 4th novel. So I really, 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 really want a spring finish. We'll see. Got a lot going on this spring, so we'll see. One of the major bookstores down the hill has invited me to partake in a either a signing and or a panel signing with other authors. So
That'd be fun.
yeah, I have nothing whatsoever going on going into 24. Boring as usual.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So those are my plans. I will.
Okay, so something I want to do is I want to get back into doing the group challenges. So we were doing Stitch Into the Wild.
That's what I forgot to mention.
So
What she says.
I have been finding that a lot of my stitchy bug isn't existent. And I think most of it's down to the fact that my cat's playing with some spots. Sorry.
How to entertain a cat and an idiot for 10 minutes.
Literally. But I'll get off work or I'll get done with school and I just want to sit and vegetate. Like, I spend a lot of time on this. And, you know, if I'm not on that, I'm most likely doing homework of some sort. And so I'm hoping if I get it back into the groups, I'll actually want to stitch.
Well, you need to entertain. So go on to Full Coverage Fanatics and look at their yearly challenges.
Well, and I was
they've
doing
got some
that.
amazing challenges this year.
I was doing that. And then all of a sudden, just one day, it's just like, meh.
See, and that's kind of where I got with the...
Stitch in the Wild?
No.
Oh, the
what
Hobbit
was it
one?
called? Yeah, it's fandom stitching.
Oh, I never could get in that
and
one.
And this year, well, I was really enjoying it for a while. Like, I was having a lot of fun. Kind of like you said, you know, they were inspirational. They really helped. But then this next year, they're doing Disney.
Oh. Well, I know
it's not that I'm not a fan of Disney. Don't get on no tangent and throw things at me or whatever. It's not that I dislike Disney. I like Disney very well.
I got kicked out of that one.
What did you do?
I
Or was
wasn't
it because you
participating.
weren't participating?
Yeah.
I was going to say, would you dance on the table naked and throw stitching at people or what?
Not that you know of.
Okay. She could have invited me. Anyway,
Listen, I didn't get that much money. It wasn't really worth it.
Wasn't worth it. Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's because you're a poor stripper.
Hi.
Anyway, the thing that I'm looking at is that I don't enjoy that like I did the Hobbit or you know what or like, even like the Harry Potter. Even though I'm not a
but the Harry Potter one was fun.
It was a lot of fun, but the Disney one Disney isn't speaking to me. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
So I think I'm going to find more inspiration, like you said, Stitch Into the Wild.
Well, with that one,
the Full Coverage one.
Yeah. Crap. I lost my fidget.
Can't strip, can't fidget.
I know that I went back and I was looking at the finishes for the year, and I had a bunch of finishes that wouldn't have gotten finished, but I know I was using them for the challenges.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, okay, I've got 2 projects, and at least 1 project for my brother that I could easily use that too.
Yeah. Well, and they're very inspirational.
They are. Well, and they're easy, and
They are.
you know, what we were talking about before we started. Now that I'm getting my craft room and doing all this, I'm going to be able to just go sprawl out.
Well, as long as you can, keep the dangerous stuff, your threads and stuff like that, away from your kitties or your pets, and to keep it clean too. I mean, you don't want honey up there getting mud or something like that.
No, well,
but,
and
I mean, as long as you can keep it in good proximity,
order,
yeah. I mean, you do you.
Well, and what I'm lucky with so far is that Little Miss and Artie don't mess with thread. I haven't stitched with Salem yet to know. She's a kitten, so she probably will.
Yeah.
I mean, she attacks his beard.
But as long as you keep it put up, I mean, it's like with me, I don't keep, so her bedroom, aka sewing room, I shut that door when I'm not in there working because I have fabric from downstairs. And our old male cat,
He pees on everything.
if it doesn't smell like what's in this house, even though it's downstairs, it's a basement, so it's not going to smell like up here does. He will mess on it.
Yeah. Well, and
so, or when she comes home, and so she's bringing home her smells, not her pets. He even done this before she.
Yeah, even if when I was just living in the dorm, yeah.
Because it didn't smell like home, he would mess on it.
Yeah.
So if I've got fabric up here that I've brought from upstairs, which I pretty much always do because I keep my fabric downstairs because, it's where it's stored. Otherwise, I can leave this open, but all of my threads, all of the stuff that could hurt the animals is put up.
And as
long as you can do that.
Yeah, well, our thing is that if we're not upstairs, that door gets shut.
Oh, okay.
Because that one room doesn't circulate heat.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be the game room, so we have to get that fixed.
Oh.
Well, there's no pipes up there, so it's not an issue.
Yeah, but you don't want to be freezing if they're playing Pac-Man or whatever else you're doing.
Well, and the redeeming factor is we've got space heaters, and the house was built in like 65 or something like that. It's an old farmhouse. It was built before North Topeka became North Topeka.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. But yeah.
No.
It's just gonna take some process to get everything set up.
Yeah.
Because I need like my cutting board, and even if it's just like a little, like her green one that she has, just a little.
Yeah, but you need
Little
a bigger
guy.
one, even if nothing else for your framing. But you said something about finishing up some of your diamond paintings too,
So
because she has a shortage of those.
it's ridiculous.
She's with diamond painting. I would compare her diamond painting obsession to my quilting obsession.
Yes. Between dorm, this house, and our house, I probably have over 24 diamond paintings.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow, you weren't kidding.
Yeah. We like to go antiquing, and
Her new nickname is going to be Diamond Dot, because she can't strip. It's like a bad stripper name, Diamond Dot.
that's horrible. Don't ever say that again. And so I have one that I started for him for Christmas, which it ain't gonna be done for. Him and I are doing Christmas when I get back.
Christmas was Monday. You're not gonna.
Nope.
No.
Nope. It's more like gonna be a year anniversary thing.
Well, there you go, because that's next month.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Valentine's Day, but yeah, that works.
We have our anniversary and then Valentine's Day, and then there's a gap, and then we have birthdays.
She was complaining the other day. So the birthdays go like this: mine, Dalton's, Logan's, her dad's, and then you have Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter,
and then me.
And oh, yeah, it's my spring, and I'm like,
Y'all could have spread it out a little bit. I don't need you and then Dalton, and then him and then Dad.
and then Easter and Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff all at once.
Sucks to be you. See, I get caught in May because in May I have Preston's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I have my mother-in-law's birthday, and then we have Mother's Day. And then you go a week or two. I've got a couple good friends in May, and then I have like 19 really close friends' birthdays in June, besides 2 wedding anniversaries. And then we have Preston's dad's birthday and Father's Day. And then we have the 4th of July, which is really important, and then, oh yeah, somebody else's birthday. But... So you don't get out a free card. It's like from April to July, it's just...
Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess for us, though, it starts in November, and it goes, 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 and then it just stops in July, and it's quiet for a little while, and then it picks right back up.
Oh, well.
I'm going to have to do a video when I get back because I have a Christmas present.
Not for me.
His parents got me something for the craft room.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I didn't realize his parents were getting me Christmas.
So we keep digressing, but you have 2 more things to talk about.
I talked about that.
Oh, did you talk about those?
Yeah, I
things?
talked that I
Okay.
want to finish the temperatures. It's probably going to be into January when I finish
Okay.
them. And then I'd like to try to finish Simply Mint.
I think you should make that your 24 goal.
That
Like,
is
seriously.
a lot of stitching, though, because I was looking at it.
Do the full coverage challenge. And you got the whole year. And I don't know what the total is on that. I didn't look that up. I'm thinking it's probably at least 50,000 or if not more. I don't know how many stitches you had left on.
I've done quite 5,000 stitches.
How many total is there? Because I was thinking I read 27.
20 something. 20.
So that's only like 20,000 stitches for the year. That's nothing. That's dunkets.
Okay, but I'm not exaggerating when I say 18 credits a school.
No, I know that. But even if you only did like a strand a day.
But there's not gonna. That's what I'm running into right now is that.
Are you getting into confetti?
Not only am I getting into confetti, I'm also getting into 5-6 papers a week.
Yeah.
Because I have capstone this semester.
That's a thing.
And I'm taking 2 English classes, which one of my friends was in the one English class I'm taking. You do a short story each week.
Well, how cool is that?
Yeah, it's cool, except for that's
a lot.
Yeah. Like, I can't just sit down at work and...
No, it's a thing. But, okay, so the first half of your year, you focus on school.
Well, and, yeah.
And then the second half of your year, that's still, even with your big girl job and stuff that you got coming up, that still leaves you a little bit of time for stitching.
Minus post-certification, that 14, 16 weeks I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
Anyway.
You'll figure it out.
We might as well get them a hamster water.
Okay. Jinx is too simple for a hamster.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the kittens.
Anyway.
Dobby's over here using the edge of the bowl and flicking water out of the bowl. While
this is my impersonation of Dobby. I have to make my hair bigger because she's a tortie cat, and so okay, I love you too. So my phone is the bowl, the water bowl. So this clear shiny stuff, this is water. This is my paw. So I'm going to tap my paw in the water, and then I'm going to lick it, and then I'm going to look at it. And then I'm going to tap it in the water, and I'm going to look at it, and then I'm going to lick it. And this will go on for 30 minutes. I don't know if she's eating her toe jam. I don't know if she's washing her feet. I don't know if she's mentally declined. Dobby's our special kitty.
Snoopy, get down.
And she does this every day about the same time.
My thing with her now, and it didn't happen last night, but they call it her kill.
It's her kill.
But she'll find a leaf.
So I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you. And I am like, I am a plant people. But I have this tree that a friend of mine
Did
gave
you say
me.
it was a yucca?
No, yucca's the other one.
Oh, I don't know what the other one is then.
I've taken a picture of it and Googled it, and I get
Did you
like
put
30...
it into the plant group we're in?
Yes.
What did they
say?
say?
No, not the plant. No, I haven't done that.
You
But
should.
anyway, and I don't know what kind of a tree it is. I just know that it will drop, and it's got these long, skinny leaves. So the leaves are like, at least a foot, if not a foot and a half long. But they're
Snoopy,
not
stop.
even as wide as my finger. They're probably half that wide.
So they're like...
And
Stop it.
she will go in and get the dead ones, especially the ones that'll fall off onto the floor. And she will carry them around like a trophy. And she will wait until Preston is in the shower. So this takes place right around 9:30 every night. She will carry it in, stand in front of the bathroom door, drop said kill, no, and just go on for several minutes, announcing that she has supplied us with a kill. You know, like the cats that bring the mice and the snakes home.
She'll also do it like 3 o'clock in the morning. And
she's never done that before. This is a new thing since she came home from college.
Yeah, I think it's more of a I'm in the house and I'm not supposed to be. I don't know.
See, and I guess that it's weird to me, but it's not, because we used to have a cat, which now looking back at it, I'm almost positive he was part Maine Coon.
Who?
Rambo.
Oh, he had
My dad used to swear that he was part Bobcat. this cat was massive. Like, he made Pearl look small.
He had to have been mixed.
You could not hold. I mean, I have big hands for a woman.
Was he floofy?
He was very floofy. He was very Maine Coon.
Yeah, he had Maine Coon.
And you could not hold his head his head in my hand. Like, it would stick out.
Well, I mean, hell, Pearl's head fits in mine.
He was a massive cat. And this cat would go out into our field, into our cow field. He would catch prairie dogs. Okay, I don't know how many of you know anything about a prairie dog. Prairie dogs aren't small. They're like gerbils on steroids. He would kill it, bring it back to the house, and we had a metal screen door for our back door. He would stand on the other side of the cement, and he would pick up said prairie dog, and he would throw it into the door to let us know that he had brought home dinner. And my mom and dad or myself would have to go out and tell him, okay, good job, Rambo. You can take it now. He would not eat it. He would not quit throwing against the door until we gave him approval. And these were full-size prairie dogs. Like, these were adults. These weren't kids. The cat was nuts, or incredibly proud of his hunting agility. I'm not sure which. But
yeah, but I've seen, Logan told me, so when Logan was a kid, he had and he says it was a mix also.
Pause, please. Okay, we're back. Sorry. The plumber called.
Yay!
And they're going to be here tomorrow to put in my garbage disposal. They had a cancellation literally like 5 minutes after the landlord called them. So, are you in your garbage disposal tomorrow? Well, I should say we.
Oh.
So, happy days. You good?
Yep.
Need to go get a tissue?
No, Colorado has cursed me with dry nose.
She's very
runny nose, but dry nose.
She's very used to that Kansas humidity. It's catching up with her. Okay, so where were we at when we stopped? We were talking about, I don't know what we were talking about.
I have a proposition for you guys, if you've made it this far. So before we started this half, we were watching, while we were eating our lunch, we were watching a fellow Flosstuber.
Yes, which I absolutely
love her.
I love her to death.
Hi, Stitches. Awesome. Obviously, she has more than I do. I think I'm sitting right at 50? No, less than that. Approximately 50. Would you guys like us to do... Obviously, it'd be her on her own and me on my... Is that a... Anyway...
Words are difficult for college students.
Shut up. That didn't sound like a proper sentence. Would you guys like if we did a whip parade?
So she would do her 50 and I would do my 97 or 98, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, okay, so in that proposition, because we both know that it's going to take a while to show 97 whips.
Okay, so do it in chunks.
I don't know how to splice them.
In the video app that we have.
Oh, I don't use the app. I just pause or whatever. So, okay, we're digressing. So, would you want it all at one time? So I mean, this video is already an hour and a half. Would you want, which I've been watching a lot of them. Like I watched one the other day that was 2 hours and 25 minutes. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Turned it on, sat here and stitched, did some bill paying. Like, it was great. Made some notes on some stuff that, well, one of them I'd sent her a picture of that I wanted. Do you want those longer videos? Like, do you want one whole mass?
Or do we separate it out based on size? So if it's over X amount of stitches, it goes into one pile. If it's under X amount of stitches, it goes into another pile. So then you have one video of big whips and another video of small whips.
Or do you divide it in half the other way and say, okay, so for instance, I have, let's say 100 whips. So we're going to do this video is 50 whips.
And then the next one will be another
And
50.
then the next video is another 50. Or do you go by the ones that you've worked on recently? So then you can turn it around that way. Because I have got probably...
Except for the fact that I've only had the ones that I showed today that have recently been loved on.
Well, see, that's it. What I was going to say is I've probably got... I know I've got at least a dozen, if not more, that I did not touch this year. And they will not get touched this year.
Anything that's downstairs in the basement right now?
Yeah.
I haven't touched in the last year.
Yeah. So how do you break it down? You guys tell us. You guys tell us what you think is best for a whip. Or a whip parade, I should say. Or are you like us and you don't care? You just like to see people's work and what they're working on and what's in their to-do pile.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about it.
Well, it's something that's been bounced around in my mind that I've been wanting to do.
Well, we have a few people that we watch that they do, like they'll do the BAPs and then they'll do the smalls. And then, like you said, and then they'll break down the other 3 sizes accordingly, or they'll just lump them all together. Like I can think of one stitcher right off the top of my head who she does her well, it's not her BAPs, it's her full coverages.
Yeah.
Whether her full coverage is this big or it's,
Yeah.
you know, a ginormous Haid, she does
it all at once.
She does all of her full coverages together, which is great. Oh, actually, it's not for my wallet, but that's a side note.
Okay, but the video is only like 30 minutes long.
No, this woman has got a ridiculous. I mean, she's like us. She has a ridiculous stash
I must be
of.
thinking about somebody else.
No, we're thinking of the same person because I can only think of 2 that do it, and there's only one that we watch faithfully.
Okay.
Point is, I don't care what order they do it. I just like to watch the whips. You know.
I don't know. It's just something that I think I've been thinking about, and I think it'd be fun for them to see everything we have.
Yeah. There's another gal that I started watching this year. I had never watched her before, but she broke one of her whip parades down in because she does a ridiculous amount of samplers.
Oh, wow.
And so she had as many samplers accordingly as this other gal does hates. And being a sampler fan,
Jeez.
it was amazing.
I bet that was high heaven.
It was stunning. And she's got some really, really old ones.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just like, I'm salivating. Like I can honestly say I watched more of the video than I was stitching. Because it was...
That's what I run into with
Yeah.
whip parades is that I'm more like, ooh, shiny.
Me too. So, I don't know. Feedback, guys. She's here until Sunday, so you got plenty of time to
I'll still see the comments.
suffer through this. Oh, that's true. And then give us an idea. Because, I mean, if we're going to do it, we ought to do...
I don't have all my whips out here, though.
No, after the first of the year.
Oh. Mine would probably end up happening... Let's see, he has the first off. Mine would probably end up happening like that first week of January.
That's what I'm thinking too. After
Actually,
everybody goes back to work and school.
It actually happened after that, maybe like over a weekend because I still have stuff in the dorm.
Yeah. But that would be still, it's still January. We're still starting off the new year showing them.
It'd be late January because I have to go back to work I have to be on campus for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Or just make a trip and take my suitcase back to the dorm.
Lots to ponder. What's wrong?
Nothing. I thought I heard somebody knocking.
No. Snoopy wants out. All right.
Okay.
Well, our French fries are getting cold, and you need to have time to upload this.
And Dobby's chasing sunlight again.
Yes. Yeah, it's time for us to get it uploaded. And you want a French fry? All right, you can have a French fry. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys stopping by, and if you stuck around through the whole thing and endured all of our stories and our silliness, we appreciate you.
You are the laziest dog I've ever seen.
I won't promise anything as far as whip parade or I won't promise a time frame. We'll get there. I just won't promise a time frame.
I think it's one of those things that when we've talked about in the past, it's one of those things that it would have been just her in the video and it would have just been me, and at the time somebody wasn't comfortable with that.
No. Well, and obviously 97, 98, whatever whips is going to be a considerably longer video than say 50. You know?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you go edit this because you've got a lot to do. She's got to splice a lot because the animals were being ornery.
I already got that taken care of. Now I just got to put this together and then fight with my app.
Worst case scenario, we have to redo this whole thing.
Well, no, I still have the videos. I just might have to redo the editing.
It's on her. Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Happy New Year.
Love you.
Oh my God. I was going to say something from Griswold's, but I'll get myself in trouble. So.
Yep, let's not get censored any more than we already are.
No. All right. You guys have a wonderful new year. Be safe and happy and just, yeah, all the good stuff. Anything from you?
Just what we always say.
All right. So until we see you again, just remember, guys,
Be
be
kind.
kind.
Bye.
Bye.